Good evening and welcome to my first session. On this first session I'm going to explain you the base, of the system. You first have to understand the system called double spin, which has been presented by Roulette 009. You can find more detail on this system on his channel, YouTube channel, but it doesn't speak English, so I'm going to explain the what you have to do. This is a complex system, so it takes times. It takes times to handle. It's very hard to master. You have to spend a lot of time trying to master the system, and once you have mastered the system, then um, you can start understanding the improvements I've made on the system. So what do we do first? The basics of the system is to make series, okay? Series of numbers, of three numbers. So you have to, if you, for example, if in the history boards, so in the boards, okay, you have numbers. Here is the oldest number. Here, for example, is the last number, okay? So you start from here, you look at the number and you try to make series, okay? So for example, if you have 11 and 13, okay, 13 and 12 and 11, of course you have 12 to make a series of three numbers. For example, here if you have 10 and 11, 10, 11, you can have 12 or you can have 9, okay? So each time you have a beginning of a series with the two numbers, you try to make a series with three numbers. It can go upwards or backwards, okay? So you have to bet on the number here and the number here. Okay, it seems very simple, but it is very hard to handle. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do, you have to learn by heart the wheel, okay, the numbers. You have to know exactly what neighborhood you have on the right and on left on the 26. For example, if I say 0, you have to tell me 26 and 32 by heart, and very quick, okay? It is very important to master this, because otherwise you can't play the system correctly and you don't see the games, you can't analyze the spins, okay? So to be sure you understand the way I practice, once you have learned the wheel, you take a permanence like this and you write the number with the neighborhood on the left and the neighborhood on the right. Okay, here, for example, if I look at number 5, you have 10 and you have 24, okay? So you write those numbers just next to the one that is on the board, okay? And you do the same with the others, okay? So it's 26 here and 32, here it's 4 and here is 15. So to practice you have to do it that way, okay? Because when you analyze the 10 number on the boards, you have to see the numbers, but you also have to see the neighborhoods next to the number. For example, here, let me have an example here. Here, for example, here, okay, let me write. Okay, Okay, here if I look, I know that 14 is 31, so it's 29, 31, so I have to play the 30 because 21, 30, 31. Okay, that's a series of 3 numbers. But if I don't see the neighborhoods, I cannot play correctly the, the, the system. Okay, so let me write more. Okay, so let's have an example here. Okay, the last number here is 34, okay, and 14. You play with the 2 last numbers, okay, and you only look um, 6 number backwards, okay. Don't have to look at the 10 or 15 number backwards, only 6 or 7 number backwards, okay. So here the last number is 44. Do I have something that play with 44, with 34, sorry? Well, I don't have any number. Do I have a number that plays with 6? Yes, I have 7 here. So I have to bet on 8 and I have to bet on 5. Okay. Do I have a number that plays with 6 again? Yes, I have 4. So 5, 4. I have to play the number. Sorry, 6, 4. I have to play the number 5. Okay, here I have 17 and 15. I have to play the number 16 and 9 and 16. Okay, so that's the base of the system. Okay, let me just continue a little bit. Okay, here you see 17, you look backwards. Okay, 15, so I have to play 16, and there it is. Okay, let's go again. Look, 16, 14, I have to play 15, and there it is. You know, I don't have to go very far away in the history. So down it's the last number, okay. So I always try to play with the, so that's the base of the system, okay. No improvement at the time, huh? So here I look at the last number. Last number should be enough. Okay, 15 here, 32, and sorry, okay. So now that you understand the basics of the system, we have a lot of other things you have to know. First of all, some numbers have reverse mode. For example, the 32 can be the 23, okay. The 12 can be the 21, okay. The 13 can be the 31. The 16 can be the 19. The 26 can be the 21, 9. And the 6 can be the 9, okay. So you have 6 reversible number, okay. That's, it's like a mirror, okay. When you see one, there is another. It can be switched between the two of them, okay. So if I try to write in the history the numbers, here the 32 can be also the 23, and here can be the 29. Here it can be also the 16. Okay, here you have the 10 and 24. Okay, here you have the 13, 31, 13, 9, 6, sorry, and 6, 9. So when I look at the 34, I see the 17, the 6, the 9, and the 24. Okay, I see the 4 numbers, and it's very hard to master the scale, to see the neighborhoods, the reverse mode, and all the number in one number. Okay, you have to get used to it. It's very hard. Okay, and if you play all the games, you will feel the you will fill all the numbers with bets. So you have to select which are the number you have to play, and that's what we call target the right number that's gonna make the series. Okay. So that's what can I say, what else can I say? So let's make an example now. So you can tell that you master the or you start to handle correctly the system when you can write like this 10 number in 1 minute and 1 minute and a half. Okay, so that should be enough. So if by heart, without looking at the wheel, you can write the numbers, okay, here it is, okay, correctly with 10 numbers, and you take about 1 minute, okay, at the beginning, let's say between 1 minute and 2 minutes, that means that you start to handle the wheel and the neighborhood system. Okay, well, I think that's enough explanation right now. So don't forget the the, the reverse number. All my system will be on this reverse number. Okay, but right now you just have to know that when you see 0, you see the 26, because the 26 is next to the 0, and you see the 32, but also the 23 and the 29. Okay, that's very important to understand this, because in the history you have to see all these numbers when you look at when I look here. Okay, I look the 23 or I look the 32, 32, yes. That's very useful, okay, to make series like this. I will explain you on the next session how you bet, which number you bet, and I will make example. Okay, so try at the first time to understand this. You can have more detail and more explanation, but in French, on the Eurobutrist channel about the double space system. Have a good night, and bye bye.